As you can see, when you tally up the scope of work, you tally up everything, the numbers just don't make sense. The numbers just don't make sense. These are the things you want to avoid when you're trying to flip properties, to not get so overwhelmed with what's going on. You forget to look at your numbers. You forget to look at your numbers. All right, so you're starting out your real estate journey and you're getting deals from wholesalers, you're getting deals from realtors, and you're getting deals either from Facebook or even Facebook groups or Facebook Marketplace. Now, how do you identify if a deal is a flip, or how do you identify if it's a rental? Today's video, I'm going to cover what it looks like to identify a flip when you get it from a wholesaler, so you can do your right analysis. Now, when you first start on this journey, you're probably going to subscribe to a lot of people's wholesale lists, and you're probably going to get a lot of notifications daily or weekly from wholesalers. Now, some of these deals are complete BS. Like, some of these deals don't even make any sense. But here and there, you're going to find some deals from credible wholesalers, from people who are really trying to sell a property to you and really allow you to make a buck as well. They don't suck everything out of the deal. You're probably watching this video, it's like, I know a few wholesalers that are doing that, and trying to give you an idea of what to look for. So in this video, I'm going to break down a deal that I'm looking at. I didn't find it on a wholesale list, I found it from an MLS. So I'm going to break down a whole analysis of how to do this and make sure it makes sense for you. First, I'm going to start off with touring the property. We're going to go over what the rehab numbers look like, and then once we have the rehab numbers, we can go into a deep analysis on my calculator. I'm going to show you if it's a deal or not, or if it's just a waste of time. Now, as you watch these videos, you're going to get a good indication of how to do analysis before you buy these properties. So let's get into the video real quick and let's break down this actual property's scope of work. First thing first, let's get into the mechanicals. Let's break that piece down. Okay, so for this part of the video, we're gonna break down all the mechanicals. Remember, when I'm teaching you guys, I want you to understand the major key importance. The HVAC system here is in the attic. It needs to be replaced completely. I can tell you that for sure. And I could tell exactly where part of it is still here, because you can see the return part here at the bottom. And it seems like they created access points around here on each side of the bedroom. So another thing we're going to talk about is the electrical. As you can see here, it's a lot of electrical work that is done. They did it conduit, yeah, but the electrical has to get updated. I'll take you guys further into the utility closet. You can see here as well, the electrical needs to be updated here. Look at all this stuff here. The one thing about this house you don't have to do is try to figure out if you need to add AC. Electrical needs to be done, plumbing needs to be done for sure. Look at this. You can see, if I come in here a little bit, you can see where the wires are being already stripped here. So you definitely got to redo the electrical here. The roof needs to be done. It's a flat roof. You can see where there's multiple leaks, particularly around this area, you're going to see it. Here's another leak here. Anytime you see a chimney or anything like that, fireplace, you're always going to find some type of leak. Majority of the times, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find that. You can see it all around, and you can see here as well, in the addition they did, you can see that this sagging right here. So the roof has to get done. You can see too many stain marks on the ceiling. So one key thing I want to make mention in this house, it has too many levels. So here we have another level, you get down, right? That's one. And then here you can tell it add an addition, I'm about to get down again. Boom. And this one is a raised portion, meaning that there's a subfloor underneath this, it's not concrete slab. Not like how this thick slab is here, which is part of the house. So you can tell they did this. And this house is supposed to be a 4, 2.5. But I'm not sure this was permanent. If it was, there's no ventilation here, which is why you see all the mold and the paint peeling. There's no ventilation in this space. So I'm not sure if this was actually permitted. This is probably something that you gotta take a look at if you're trying to do that as well. And you can tell they closed up a window over here, didn't do it correctly, and this window here as well. So it's a lot of things you wanna keep in mind with this property if you're trying to buy it. And I don't see a lot of cracks. Normally you'll see a lot of cracks and foundation issues. I don't see a lot of that here, but you can see a break in here, but I don't know if that's foundation. Let me zoom in for y'all. That's probably traditional cracks. You can see here, why we need to change the plumbing. Definitely gotta change that. You can see here, definitely gotta change the electrical panel. Look at this electrical box here we have. Look at the hot water heater right here. And you can tell they enclosed a few parts. I'll end it on this note, but if you look up here, look at all this mold. I need to get the hell out of this room. They have a water filtration system on the bottom of this. So that's it for your mechanicals. You can get away with keeping the windows. Realistically, I'm not gonna lie. They're dated, they work. I checked them, they're not cracked, they're not bust, they're functional. Definitely keep the windows in this house. All right, second part of the video is basically breaking down the cosmetics and the exterior interior component. Now for this specific house, because of the age of it and the condition, it's a block, here's what I'm gonna estimate for total rehab. So let's say for inside and outside for paint, we're gonna factor in $6,500 for inside and outside paint. We're gonna factor in some permits because that addition that was done probably was not done correctly. We're gonna factor in $2,000 just for that. If we have to do any drawings and get an architect involved, let's factor in another $2,000. That's $4,000 right there. Let's factor in flooring. This is good floor. I could keep that, polish it, clean it up, but I'm probably gonna opt to not do that in this specific house. So I'm probably gonna spend $6,500 to do the floors. That includes luxury vinyl planks, new baseboards. That includes the installation of it, $6,500. In addition to that, we're gonna factor in doing the bathrooms. Now, right now, we have a bathroom that we have to do for the primary suite. It doesn't have a shower, so we're gonna have to convert that and add a true shower. So for that bathroom, we're gonna spend $6,500. Now, the other bathroom, we're probably gonna spend $5,000. That's a bathroom in the hallway. We're gonna spend $5,000 to rehab that bathroom. Remember, these are numbers that we're getting from work I've done in the past. Also, if we go into the other bathroom, which the addition was, probably gonna spend another $5,000 there as well to get that up to par. For the windows, I'm not gonna change the windows at all, but for the kitchen, we're gonna spend some big bucks in the kitchen. The kitchen, the layout is a little funky. We're gonna spend right around $12,000. Now, $12,000 consists of cabinets, granite, undermount sink, refrigerator, the whole bang for $12,000. Now, for the flat roof component on this, if we have to change this, I will say the flat roof component is gonna run us anywhere between $10,000 to $12,000 to replace that flat roof. That's just my budget for that. How do I know that? I've done quite a few of these already. Electrical to rewire the whole house, probably gonna be around $6,000 to $8,000, but I'm gonna go on the high end. I'm gonna say $8,000. Plumbing, for sure, we gotta do the plumbing in this house, replumb, full permits, get that done. We're probably gonna spend $6,000 for sure. Also, AC is older. We're gonna spend around $6,500 to do the AC. So we're pretty much done. Some drywall work, we're gonna factor in $2,000 for drywall, $1,500 for light fixtures. That's your ceiling fans, your recessed lights, etc. Your whole lighting package. And the next thing you're gonna have to really just think about how you wanna do this is the landscaping. On the outside, so you gotta trim some of these trees down. To do that, you're gonna spend anywhere between $2,000. Your demo's gonna run you $2,000. You're gonna have dumpster fees. Dumpster fees on this house is gonna run you up to about $3,000 for dumpsters. You like $3,000? Yes. That tree waste, the demo work, the yard work cleanup, I would say $2,000, $3,000 for sure. So that's our total numbers right then and there. We're gonna tally that up and then we'll kind of get a breakdown of what the numbers make sense. Okay, so here's a property I'm looking at. This property is on the MLS. As you can currently see, I'm using PropStream for this, and yes, it's gonna be linked below. If you want to go ahead and get PropStream, please use that link. This will help my channel. Greatly appreciate that. But let's get into this data, right? This is the property that's on the MLS. It's currently active on the MLS. So I'm gonna pull the data right now. Currently, PropStream telling me the estimated value is $339,930. It's listed for $254. So let's look at the comps. Now, this is in downtown Clermont area, and this is the area that's just shifting right now. So there's been 3 flips done in that area. Let's look at comparables. So the data for me, the comps I believe is correct. I'm not gonna say it's not correct. I think it'll sell at this price. But let's put this information into the calculator. This is what we really want to figure out. Let's see if it makes sense. So they want 200. Let's say the after repair value is 340. All right. And let's say my rehab budget on this right now is, after I tally everything up, it was 88,500. So if my rule is correct, I should buy this house for this amount for me to make money. And this is my calculator that I use. And I have my holding costs here, my closing costs, my insurance, my hard money points if I borrow hard money, etc. Right? And even if I share the deal and get a gap funder, which I'm not, I'll make $40,000 if I buy this house and flip it. But let's just say, for instance, right, if I bought it, let's say this changes, it's telling you what you should buy it for. It won't make any sense because here's all your fees. So if I were to buy it for $200,000, I'll be losing money. So I don't see how this is gonna make any sense. Which is why I tell people all the time, when you're looking at these deals and they run these numbers, if it don't make sense, don't buy it. Look at this, right? It doesn't make any sense. You know, let's say somebody was doing the rehab themselves. Let's say they can do this themselves. Let's say they could save $20,000. Yeah, you buy for $190. And this is 75% of ARV. That means it's 75% of this. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. So realistically, I don't see it going super high than this right here. I just don't see the comps going that high. And you don't want to play with this too much, right? And this is what you'll need to come to down payment to close. Not necessarily like your down payment right here. Your down payment will be less because they're factoring in the interest payments. So your down payment will be a little bit less. That's the only thing that we got to tweak on this. But if you hold on to this for 5 months, that's how much interest you're paying right here. This is your admin fees, everything else you're going to pay. So you probably have to put around at least, I'll say $48,000 to buy this property. All right. So hopefully I kind of give you guys some indication. This would be a deal at this price point. But if I sell it for more, I'll make more money. But typically you want to make a minimum profit of at least $35,000. If you're not gonna make $35,000, if anything comes in the market and your price gotta go down, you're losing money. So be careful of that. As you can see, when you tally up the scope of work, you tally up everything, the numbers just don't make sense. These are the things you want to avoid when you're trying to flip properties, to not get so overwhelmed with what's going on, you forget to look at your numbers. Don't get caught up in the joy. Don't get like, it's a numbers game. The numbers have to make sense. So hopefully you found some value in this video. If you did, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. And if you would like for me to make any videos for you first time flippers, or just those who just curious, you want to know what's going on, hopefully my videos will bring you guys some value. I really pray that. My name is Gene Garand. I'm an investor, I'm a contractor, I'm a hard money broker. If you guys would have any deals you wanted to examine in the state of Florida, we do flips throughout the whole state of Florida. We also fund deals in and out of Florida, fund deals in about 40 states, private money or hard money. Reach out to me. And I also have a consulting company that's part of my contracting company where we can kind of guide you through the flipping process and help you make sure that you execute with your construction with the guys doing the work for you, or your quote unquote contractors. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Go ahead and like this one for me and subscribe. I'm going to leave some notes on the bottom. If you guys want that calculator, go ahead and sign up to my email and I'll send you guys the exact calculator for you to use for your projects if you want to run these numbers. All right, take care. See you guys on the next video.